let's talk about why you need a health and wellness coach. Let's talk about why you need a coach in general. Coming up.
You gotta put your past behind you. Look, kid. Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong! When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them.
Well, that's not what I was told.
Then maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
What?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
All right, talking about why you need a coach. It's pretty obvious for a lot of people. If you're actually paying attention to what's going on in your life, you'll realize some of the big points. And I'll touch on a couple of them, and I'll explain the best I can. But the biggest one is accountability. We all know what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, but we're not kept accountable. We don't keep ourselves accountable. We don't create the habits we're supposed to have to maintain the things that we need to do to succeed in our goals. Accountability, motivation, guidance, help you push past barriers, help you learn new things, help you to create the habits that are required to accomplish those goals. You know, whatever it is, maybe you've lost your purpose in life and you need help refining it, you know? Maybe you need to take your fitness level up another notch, right? Like, there's a lot of different things that you can apply it to, and it all comes down to what you really want, and if you're really willing to put that time in. A coach can be anywhere from somebody physically, you know, staying on top of you, so you have to do that one more push, or that one more rep, or that extra lap in the gym, who knows, right? Maybe it's a person that just kind of keeps you thinking positively and not negatively. Maybe it's somebody you use for support. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it's your actual athletic coach. It can be anybody. But having a coach is huge nowadays, especially when you want to level up. It's good for beginners, it's good for intermediates, it's good for pros, right? Even Tony Robbins has a coach, okay? Even Jim Rohn had a coach. Even Darren Hardy has a coach. Robert Kiyosaki has a coach. They all have coaches. They all have somebody that keeps them accountable on what they're doing, whether it's their wife or a colleague or another professional out there or somebody else, right? The most successful people in the world have coaches. They have somebody that guides them in their journey and helps them one step further any goals they have. I'm telling you right now, most of what I'm going to do is off the cuff. It's just me chatting away, giving you my experiences, the things that I've learned through education, through work experience, and through life. Coaching is it's a very important thing to have, but only if you want it. It's not something that you should force yourself into. Dig deep down inside, make sure it's something that is going to be a right fit for you. You can always try it. I'll tell you right now, like, it's one thing that's changed my life, and it's changed many other people's lives. Think about it. Just focus on what it is you want, and put it in motion. So some of the benefits of having a life coach or a wellness coach or a health and wellness coach would be accountability. That's number one. I've already covered that. Jumping over would be somebody to help you get through those barriers in life and help you climb that wall that you're trying to strive for, that goal that's way up high, right? Another big one would be guidance, kind of showing you the way. You don't really need to recreate or reinvent the wheel. Somebody's already done the path for you. So find that person that's succeeded in the things that you want to accomplish and do what they did, you know? And what's cool is you can learn from their mistakes and get there faster. You can get there quicker, you can get there easier because they've already done it. They've shown you the way. They've paved the road to the successful goal that you're trying to reach. Accountability is a big one. Somebody to help you get past the barriers, somebody to help you get confident, somebody to kind of keep you positive, somebody to motivate you, somebody to teach you with self-education, to teach you how to learn, especially when you're working towards those things that you have desires for. especially when it's a health and wellness, like when it comes to your physical fitness. Physical fitness is a huge one. We could always have room to learn. Business, you always have room to learn. Life in general, you always have room to learn. So it's one of those things that you just kind of need to narrow in on what you want, find the appropriate coach, and put your nose to the grindstone. Like, it's time to do work, you know? Your dreams don't work unless you do. If you actually narrow in what it is you want coaching in, and you find the person that's going to help you with that and help you succeed in that goal, you know, you've narrowed it down, and you need to stay on top of it. You need to take what they're going to give you. Obviously take it with a grain of salt, because it's going to be different for everybody. Not everybody's going to have the same thoughts when it comes to life or setting goals or, you know, work-life balance, but everybody will have a different insight, and sometimes a different insight is exactly what you need. So just figure out who you will work best with. Find somebody that melds with you. I tell some of the people that have asked me to coach them, I'm like, you know what, let's sit down, we'll have a meeting, we'll figure out your goals, we'll figure out what it is you want to accomplish in life. And if I'm the right fit for you, by all means, I'll work with you. But if I'm not, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that. And I hope that you would realize that, because if I realize it, you sure as hell should realize it. Because it's you're not gonna meld with everybody, and it's not gonna work with everybody. You need to actually figure out what's gonna work for you. It's like my nutrition coach. Yes, I have a nutritional coach. I have a firefighting coach. I have a business coach. And they all have their different opinions. But my nutrition coach has always said it best. He's like, I ask him about nutrition because he's knowledgeable in that. But as soon as I ask him about fitness, he doesn't touch it. The guy is ripped. The guy he's very muscular. He's shredded, right? Like veiny bastard. And he doesn't touch it. He says, I don't know fitness. He goes, I know nutrition. He's like, if you want fitness, I'll send you over to my buddy who is a fitness coach. He is a physical fitness trainer, and he can teach you everything that you need to know. He's actually educated in it. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't have a certificate and everything, but he's been working out since he was in high school. So he knows, he's actually got the results to show you what's going on. So that's a big thing, is finding a coach that's got the results that you want. Sometimes it's going to take multiple coaches. I have a nutritional coach. I have a physical fitness coach. Like I said, I have a business coach. I have a firefighting coach. You get musical teachers to learn how to play music, right? You got to realize how much in life it's helpful. Like a mindset coach, if that's all he narrows in on is your mind, that might help. The importance of coaches is huge, but it's not right for everybody. And that's something we need to take into account. You know, find the person that has been there, has done that, and can actually help you succeed in your goals. I hope you guys enjoy my videos, and if you do, please like, subscribe, follow along. Keep it real, okay? Keep it honest. Be honest with yourself, be accountable. Find who's gonna teach you the right way, who's gonna meld the best with you, because if you don't get along with that person, it's not gonna work out, right? Like, there's no reason to deal with somebody you're gonna fight with all the time. It's like being in a relationship with someone you don't even like. It's just not, it's not okay. And be prepared to commit for the long term. Don't do this 90-day crap. Shoot for a year. Get into a year program. Get into a year coaching program. Nothing comes overnight. And that's something we need to realize right away. There's no magic pill for anything. And I'll tell you right now, habit change is the #1 thing that's gonna make you one step closer to your goals, and it comes with the daily. And I'll tell you, Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect, is a huge example for that. It's a very short book. You could probably read it in like an hour, and it explains the daily habits, the daily choices we make, whether we progress in life, whether we go down in life, or whether we stay the same in life. So, you know, be accountable with yourself. Change those habits and pick someone you can work with. That's it, okay? Don't be afraid to pay someone. You can easily tell whether the person's got a little bit of knowledge in what it is you want to learn, or they don't. Whether they're actually going to be good to give you advice, or they're not. And keep in mind, they don't need to be certified to be a coach. I bet you most of your sports coaches weren't actually certified coaches. They just volunteered into that position because they're experienced. They've been there and done that. They've played that game of soccer or that game of hockey. They've done that before, and they know enough about the game through playing and the experiences in their life that they can implement some of those training techniques to teach you how to get better at what you're doing. And obviously, you'll outgrow your coach, and you'll have to move on to a higher level coach. And eventually, you'll get up to that professional league where you need a professional coach, right? You need a manager, somebody who can keep you accountable and keep you on your game. And that's all a coach is somebody that keeps you accountable and make sure you're always progressing. One of my favorite quotes, I can't remember who said it. I'll have to find out who said it and share it with you guys, but it's not mine. But the way it's said, now I gotta remember. Do not mistake movement for progress. Just because you're moving does not mean you're going in the right direction. So that's something that it's always been, stuck in my heart. Like, it makes total sense, right?